Guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arenas. Today we're on the pay to win account and we're looking at the Chasmic altar. From the video last night, we looked at a couple different team comps, really trying to figure out what would work. So we came up with a couple team comps that do work very, very well that I'm going to run through today. Hopefully we can increase the damage that we're going to do on him. So ultimately, guys, he does come with this intelligent debuff. So some players have said this is going to be time-based. It's going to be, 5 days, 7 days, whatever it may be. Still too early to see. I think it is going to be until we actually kill him. So right now we're 6.55%. So once he dies the first time, it could change to a different buff. Or when we unlock some of these altars, it might actually change to a different buff. So let's go ahead and look through the teams we're going to run in here today. These are the best teams that we've seen. We got a lot of information from Reddit, got a lot of information from a bunch of different sources. So in this one, we are going to run Saurus and we're going to run Warwick. Warwick is very important in here because of the big debuff. We're going to run the twins in here with Rose, and then we're going to actually run Estrilda in here. If you have Estrilda's 3-piece or 9-piece furniture, it does give a big damage boost. So essentially here we're going to have Rose follow Saurus. Twins is going to be our haste for Estrilda and Warwick. And of course, Saurus is going to be supercharged by Rose in the back. So this is the first team comp that we're looking in here, guys. So the next one utilizes Baden. Now, I do not have Baden built as of yet, but we're going to go ahead and run him in here. So running Baden with Damon. Then we have Mortis in here. If you don't have Mortis, see if you can borrow one. One hero that is really a breakout hero, Taylene. Then we're running Rain in here as well. This is going to be team comp number 2, which we're going to run through 4 team comps in total. VK.com, the AFK Arena Insider on Reddit had this guide up a little bit ago, so I really wanted to check it out and see how well it works. Right here, Rose is following Saurus, allowing Rose to transfer a majority of her damage. A lot of the damage that Saurus is putting out is boosted by Rose, not only the ultimate ability. The twins just make the cycle go that much faster, guys. Literally burning down this boss super fast with the combination. Combined with Warwick, with that big bone breaker debuff that he provides is perfect. Plus the big boost that we got there with the Estrilda. So the first team, guys, put out a lot of damage if you guys didn't see. So right there, we got a buff up on Damon. Rain, you have to have Rain's 3-piece furniture bonus as well because it brings the 30% more damage on goalless, allowing this team to maximize the damage. Baden's adds literally stack up everywhere. Mortis buffing everybody up. There we go. We buff Baden on that one. I feel like if I had a much
Strong,
Baden, this would make the team kind of crazy strong. But ultimately, Taylene doing a lot of damage, Damon doing a lot of damage, Baden bringing up his minions, and then you have Mortis that buffs the minions. Really makes the big difference, guys. Look at the damage they are putting out here. Wow, that is absolutely crazy, guys. So this is by far the best team comps that we can see. The stronger you have these heroes. So let's look at the total damage here. Boom. 2.3 billion damage there. We are the highest ranked player. 2.3 billion damage. Look at where we were yesterday, guys. We were at about 1 billion, but look at that. 2.36. That's only the first team comp. I want to see which one of these team comps is really going to be the best. So this one, we're going to swap actually Rose to the top. Warwick is going to go here. Twins, or we're going to put Saurus down here. Warwick in the middle. So essentially, first team is going to remain the same team comp. Second team comp is going to change. So we're actually going to keep, I'm thinking, let's go ahead and keep Damon in here. So we're going to swap out the rest of this team. We're going to run Isolde, and with Isolde, this team actually comprised Grez. We throw Mortis, which we had Mortis in there, and then Silas. Silas, you do have to have the plus 30 signature item, so you can go ahead and give a huge buff to this team. So again, let's see exactly how strong this second team is going to be in this comp. And there is a specific way to running them. So essentially, players have said that Team 1 does X amount of damage. Team 2, it is more difficult to do the damage because Goalless already took damage from Team 1, allowing Team 2 to do less damage because he already has stacks or he already is stronger, in fact. which I'm not 100% sure if that is true, because I don't see any stacks on him. I don't see anything building up his power kind of from team to team. So it looks like this time we didn't do as much damage as the other one, but here is team 2, guys. So we got Drez in here. Remember, Drez in the Abyssal Expedition, very, very strong because he has the ability to keep himself alive, and he does a ton of damage with his ultimate ability. We know Daemon does a lot of damage. Also carrying in Mortis, buffing Daemon, buffing Grez, buffing Isolde, makes for a very, very strong combination between this team. So we are getting our Insanity stacks pretty high. Looks like we already have 3 stacks here in the middle. And it looks like team 1 right now, or the first attempt we did, is going to be way, way more damage than we're seeing here. Big thing that I found is Isolde doesn't seem to take enough damage. So let's look through those 2 attempts. So the first one, of course, right here, 1.18 billion damage from Saurus, really focusing on Saurus there. Second team was all Talene, guys, 677 million. I think Baden could do a ton more if we had him built, but ultimately, guys, that was the damage, was Talene putting out the damage there. So here, same, Saurus did quite a bit less damage, but ultimately, because remember, guys, it links the 2 heroes when you're running the twins. Second one, it was Drez, guys. Look at that, 239 million damage from Drez. All right, so that is the second team comp. So far, the Saurus team comp in the first one have been the most solid. This one runs Saurus the twins, so they're actually going to link themselves, which is going to be very, very interesting. So this team comp, let's go ahead and swipe them out. This team comp, the formation is the twins and Saurus, so just like we've seen before. The back is going to be Rain for the boost. We're going to drop Mortis in here. Could use a Strill to either or. Then we're going to do Talene. So going to buff the damage ultimately in here. Second team, of course, which I absolutely love, is Lucy with Isolde. Then in the back, of course, we're going to do Daemon. We're going to do the massive, massive debuff, of course, that Warwick brings. And then this one is going to run Baden as well. So let's see how we do here, guys. So again, Saurus linked to the twins is going to be interesting. Talene got the early buff right there. She's kind of chilling in the bottom by herself. But here we go. We got the buff up on him. So 30% more damage from Saurus. Talene doing 30% more. Plus they have the 50% boost from Mortis buffing them up. So I'm hoping we can knock off at least a quick billion here, which it looks like it's going pretty slow. We're about 45 seconds in, so about halfway, almost on point for a billion. I think we'll do a billion because remember, guys, now Saurus has his stacks. Everybody's buffed up. Boom, there's a billion already. This might be a stronger comp. Look at that, 1.2, 1.3, still got time left. 1.4, 1.5. We're going to break 1.6. Boom. Almost 1.7 right there. Let's see what Lucy does on this one, guys. As we know, Lucy and the first one just absolutely destroyed this boss. Baden's getting the ads up really fast. And again, I know if Baden, if I had Baden built, if I had him maxed out, he would do way more damage than what we're seeing right here. Baden used to be the cheese when it came to Riz, when it came to the guild bosses. He used to kind of be a cheese that you could do, which Lucy went down pretty early, so 500 there. So let's see what we got here, guys. Look at that, 2.3. All right, so here, 533. So remember, he was doing a billion damage last time, 988, almost a billion there from Talene. Then here we have Lucy doing almost 200 million. 127 for Isolde, so not too much damage there. But ultimately, guys, I think that is still the first one. The first one is still the most damage that we did. All right, so the final team comp, again, is going to run with these two. We're going to swap Mortis in here, and then we're actually going to swap in Warwick into this team comp. So Warwick going to the first team. We'll swap him in here. Second team is going to be comprised, of course, of Baden, Isolde, Little bit different on this one. So they did Damon, did Mahira, which Mage, I'm not sure about that, and then Wukong. So this is going to be a very, very interesting team comp as well to see how the Wukong and the Mahira, because remember, Mahira is a mage, so Mahira is going to get that 80% debuff. Essentially, not sure how much that is going to bring to the team, but we will see in a minute, guys. Which they're pulling up some pretty quick damage. It's amazing how fast Talene and Saurus just knock damage completely out of the park. Of course, Warwick gives a big, big debuff there. Boom, so we're at 1,000,000,022 seconds left. Insanity buff's coming up pretty quick. We're going to hit 1.5, probably 1.6. There we go. So 1.6 on that one. But let's see what Wukong does here, guys. So again, a little bit of an interesting formation there. There's Mahira's ultimate ability. So we're getting the ads up really quick. Damon's got his blood shield. Remember, we got a lot of copies of Wukong. When Wukong ults, you can see all of his ads just flying up here. But again, guys, it looks like the damage is scaling relatively slow with this one. Yeah, so not that much damage with the combination of Wukong. I've seen a couple people running that. So still 199. So let's see. So out of these three, I believe this was the strongest combo that we found. But what was the strongest combo for Team 2? So 677 might have been that one. 2, 3, we're at about 4, so not close to 677 there. Here we had 2, 3, again, maybe 4, maybe 5 collectively. And the final team, 133. So Wukong did put up good numbers there. 133 million. All right, so it seems, guys, that the very first team, this is going to be the team to run. Just wondering, short of Baden, let's try. We have one final attempt here, guys. So let's go ahead. We'll pull everybody back. So this one, we're gonna stick with that team 1, which was, of course, Saurus. Then we had Warwick. We had the twins up top, and then of course we ran it with Rose, which Rose I don't have at a plus 30 either. And then this one actually ran Estrilda, and it worked really well. So for the second team, we're gonna leave out Baden on this one, and I want to put in Wukong. So we're gonna put in Wukong in here. We're gonna put in Damon. Then we're gonna do Mortis. We are going to do Talene, and we're going to do Rain for the buff. So I'm hoping this little combination, just because I don't have Baden built that much, that Wukong's gonna fill that slot with his ads. So it seems like this one with Estrilda giving that big buff in there, with Warwick doing the debuff, that Saurus can just absolutely unleash the power that he's putting in there. Plus he's getting buffed from Rose. With that haste, just look at that, guys. It burns through Golas so quick. We still got 23 seconds left. We're at 1.3 already, guys. It looks like Warwick got the insanity there. So we lost a little bit of our debuff there. But 1.5. All right, so we buffed up Damon early. There's the big debuff from Rain. There's Wukong with all of his ads up, guys. We're going to have to see. This is our final attempt to see exactly where these teams are going to land. And I know Talene's putting out a lot of damage. Got buffed there with Rain. And Mortis is still buffing up everybody. So damage is looking good now. 20 seconds left. This might be a new record, guys. Very nice. I believe that is 2.367. Was that close? 2.34. 2.36. Oh, we were so close. So guys, either of those two teams. So essentially the best team that we found out of there is this team right here. So we have Saurus, we have Warwick in the front. We tried Rose in the front. Rose in the front didn't work as well as Warwick. Twins, Rose, and Estrilda. Definitely making sure, again, Estrilda has that 3 of 9. Here, our best team comp was Wukong with Damon, Mortis, Taylene, and Rain. Ultimately, guys, 2.3. So that puts us on the leaderboard. Number 1 right now by, it looks like a long shot. Again, we picked up our medal. So ultimately, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Very, very cool to see the team comps. Again, this was up on Reddit. So this was the Chasmic Altar Guide, which is vk.com/AFKinside. I believe AFK Inside is the name that they use over on Reddit. So guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.